Hi everyone, this is Krishna Thakkar and thanks for tuning into this podcast. As you know, in this series of podcasts, we discuss some small stories from our epics that give us a deep meaning. Today's such topic is from Ramayana and the story is of a boy called Maruti. Maruti was a gifted child. He had incomparable strength and immeasurable powers. As a small child, he would harass the Brahmins in their yagnas just for the fun. He would uproot trees if he wanted fruits and destroy gardens. It was taken all in jest. But one day, Maruti wishes to eat the sun. He looks at the sky and feels that orange ball in the sky is nothing but a fruit. He was hungry and he badly wanted to eat the fruit. And there he goes, flying in the sky. Now the thing with gifted people is that they don't realize they are gifted. They believe that this behavior is normal. The Brahmin started feeling bullied by his notoriety. And now today, this boy is trying to do something that shouldn't be done. But he rises high in the sky and gulps the sun down his throat as if it were a fruit. The world comes to a standstill. The plants cannot find source of life. The animals are wandering. Indra, the king of all the Devtas, is worried that this Pavanputra has taken it too far. So he immediately hits him with his Vajra. It hurts the jaw of the small little boy, Maruti, but he is still unwilling to let the sun go. Indra is also shocked at the amount of power this boy has. That his Vajra Prahar actually could hurt only a part of his jaw and nothing else. But now a saint curses him. He says, Vanar Balak! A person receives talents, gifts, only so that he can use them for the betterment of the ecosystem as a whole. The day he uses it for his personal gratification is the right day for the nature to seize those talents from him. As a child, Maruti just wanted to eat a small fruit. But little did he realize that what he did was enough to destroy the entire ecosystem. And hence the Brahmin curses Maruti that he shall forget all his strength, all his miraculous powers till the day comes and there is a need to use it. This curse hurt Pavandev, Maruti's father, the most. He begged. After all, Maruti was just a child. To which the saint says, of course, and that's why he isn't as responsible to know what to do with the gifts he has received. Maruti realizes his folly. He apologizes for his mistake. All the gods, on Pavandev's insistence, forgive him. They say one mustn't try to overpower nature for his own selfish needs. They now give this frightened Balak a lot of boons. He shall receive immeasurable fame. In terms of strength and valor, his name shall always come first. Whenever people need protection, they will always pray him. And then he got his name, a Vanar with a broken jaw, Hanuman. This boy got a new identity. However, here's the beautiful lesson. Hanuman asks an apology to Suryadev. He wonders, if one has hurt someone knowingly or unknowingly, what is the best way to seek an apology? That is a good question. What is the best way to make the person feel genuinely that you are sorry? What we do nowadays is genuinely apologize and say, oh, I was sorry, I made a mistake. Sometimes sorry is not enough to heal the opposite person. So what is it? The answer he got was, make that person your guru. If you hurt someone by showing off your superiority to them and wish to ask forgiveness, there is nothing more humbling than asking to learn something from them and make them your guru. For, in reality, no one is superior to anyone else. The tree can be taller than the grass, not superior to it, isn't it? So knowingly or unknowingly, we try to use our might and overpower the weak. How do we stop that? How do we stop our superiority complex? Why don't we ask them to teach us something they know and we don't? The moment we realize they are superior to us in some other field, our sense of superiority shatters and our humility returns. Hence, Hanuman asks Suryadev to be his guru and learns all the gyan that he can from him. On the day of Guru Dakshina, Suryadev tells, "There is my son Vanar King Sugriv. I would want you to be one of his ministers and safeguard him." As a matter of Guru Dakshina, Hanuman promises to be with Sugriv as one of his ministers. So beautiful, isn't it? There was a day when as a child he wanted to eat the sun, and then he humbly learnt the lessons of life from the same sun, Suryadev. So one day, Hanuman was with Vanar Sena standing helplessly at the southern shores of India. They came to know that Sita is in an island called Lanka. But who will be able to go there? How? How can someone cross the mighty ocean? It is impossible. That's when Jamvant knows it was time for Hanuman to remember his superpowers, that his curse was going to go off. Jamvant reminds Hanuman of his story and says, "Use these powers in service of Ram." He reminds Hanuman of his true identity. And off Hanuman flies in the air to meet Sita. One more beautiful lesson. Hanuman is the name that was given to him because of a punishment that he got of a small mistake. He wanted to eat the sun and Indra threw Vajra at him. His jaw broke, and with the broken jaw, he got the name Hanuman. We are so busy trying to hide the mistakes in our life that nobody in the world should come to know about it, that nobody should know that we had a fault or we had an error in judgment. However, if we make our beautiful mistakes our lessons of life and wear it as a badge of honor, wouldn't they become a better identity for us? It is so beautiful, so relieving to accept one's mistake, to make the opposite person one's good, learn from him, and move on as a more evolved person. At the same time, accepting whatever that mistake has given you. Such a beautiful lesson, isn't it? Thank you so much. Do tune into the next podcast again and hear from me very soon. Thank you.